Alrighty, this one's gonna be a stinky one. I gotta weigh my opinion on all of this. Anyways, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I don't really know how to do a YouTube intro because I don't really do those anymore. I kind of just been uploading like best moments or whatever. I'm gonna be talking about Black Ops 7 today. Basically, this video is just going to be a highlight of me playing the beta on first day that it opened. Whatever the day it was that it opened. It opened on the 3rd of Friday, I believe. Anyways, it opened up early for people that had beta codes and people that had pre-ordered the game. And there was a volley of other ways to get to the beta. And I want to preface this, did not pre-order this game. That's not how I got into the beta. I have Xfinity Wi-Fi and they sent me a code because I have Xfinity rewards or whatever. So I took the opportunity and I was like, you know, no extra money spent. Let's try this out, right? And in this video, I'm going to be basically just talking about the main points that I believe need to change in the game before it comes out, or just in Call of Duty in general. And there's just going to be gameplay of me playing it on the day that the beta opened up. Now, mind you, at the time of me filming this part of the video, it has opened to the public, so the public can access the beta whether you pre-ordered or you had a code or whatever. It's open for everybody right now. I have yet to get back on to play to see if it's different. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Black Ops 7 today. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, don't forget to subscribe. Listen, we are 1 subscriber away from hitting 250 on the YouTube channel. If you guys want to make that 250, that 249 into 250, do your boy a favor, hit the subscribe button, and we will have hit a milestone that I've been trying to hit for a while. Also, just a side note, if you guys don't know, I do stream pretty frequently. I don't have a set schedule yet, but I do try to go live at least 2 times a week. Go follow my Twitch. That'll be in the description as well as on the screen if you're more of a person that looks at stuff and then wants to type it in. If you're lazy and you just want a link to click to take you straight to the channel, that will be in the description below. Guys, I would appreciate it. See you guys in the next one. Okay, guys. Okay. So I was given the opportunity to play Black Ops 7 earlier as anybody else, but right now you guys are going to be watching a gameplay footage from a stream I did last Friday. I did not pre-order this game. I want to get some of the evidence apart because I know there's some hobies that are going to be like, bro, you said you were done with COD. You're not going to fucking play COD anymore, right? I did not buy this game. I was given a free beta code because Xfinity is my Wi-Fi provider, and they were like, hey, you're a silver rewards member. Here's a free beta code for Black Ops 7. And I was like, sweet. I can try it out, know that it's going to be dog shit, and don't have to pay a dime for it. And I was honestly, let me just preface this before I get into the issues with this game, is that I genuinely, there are people out there right now that just hate COD to its core, and respectfully so, right? Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, right? But I would put myself somewhere in the bracket that I don't want COD to be bad, right? I don't purposely go out of my way to hate on Call of Duty, right? I'm the complete opposite. As many people that complain about Call of Duty, I would dare to say that 90% of the people that complain about Call of Duty are people that want the game to be fun and be good like past Call of Duties. And I'm talking like Black Ops 2, Black Ops, the original Modern Warfares, like all of those, like people that are complaining about that, I genuinely believe they're not complaining because they can't keep up or it's different or they don't like it. They just want to hate on it because it's a trend. I don't think that's existent. I think a lot of people that are giving this game shit and Call of Duty shit in general are people that are doing it from a place in their heart where they just miss the way it used to be and how far we've come from where it used to be. I basically just want to like touch on some of the things that I was experiencing in the beta. I played it for like 4 hours. Listen, and this is me saying this, I genuinely wanted to play this game all day. Anytime a COD beta comes out, they give you enough maps, enough guns you can pretty much play it all day, right? And it's fun. It's supposed to be fun. And I had the literal completely 180 degree opposite experience. Don't think there was a single match I played this day when I was live streaming that I had fun. And that wasn't because I was inevitably bad. It was because the game just didn't feel like, I don't want to say finished because it does feel like a finished game, but it felt lackluster almost. It felt like it was missing something. And I, even after watching this footage and having days to, think on it, I still don't know what that thing is, but it just feels like, to me at least, there's something missing from the game. And I don't know if one of the issues that I'm going to talk about is that issue that's missing, but there are some bullet points that I do want to go over that I did experience in my 4 hours journey of, playing this beta. And spoiler alert, I'm probably still not going to buy this game. I went into the beta being open-minded. I was like, you know what? Maybe just maybe. Because at my core, I'm like, maybe they've got to get it right 1 year, right? They got to get it right 1 year. And going into it, I did have an open mind. I was like, I'm going to gauge if I have fun, not how good the grind would be for camos, how good the maps are or whatever. I'm going to see if I genuinely have fun with it, because I remember I was trying to treat this game like Black Ops 4. When Black Ops 4 came out, I got it and I had a ton of fun with that game. You know, it was not everybody's favorite game, obviously, but I had a ton of fun with it. The way that it ran, the gunplay, the classes, and like how there was like power-ups and stuff like that. I thought it was fun. That was extremely lacking from this beta. First point that I want to get into is the TTK. That is the #1 thing at the top of my list right now. Now, this is probably going to get met with a lot of comments if this video even gets pushed in the algorithm. I want to address the people that might click on this video and might be like, you're just dog shit, you're bad at the game, you need to adapt, you need to get better at the game. I agree with you to a certain extent, right? And I know that the time of me playing this, I was on day 1 of the beta, so it was limited access, but I do have to say that there is just no chance in hell that out of the however many thousand players were playing the closed beta, that there was not one person that was on equal skill level of me. And when I say that, I'm not saying that like I'm super goated at the game, right? What I'm saying is that I am not the same person I was 6 years ago when I started playing Warzone and Modern Warfare 2019. Like, I have other things that I attend to now. I cannot put 7 to 8 hours into a game every day to perfect my craft. And I feel like hopefully if somebody is watching this video that is has the same lifestyle where they just play games for fun and they don't really like want to sweat in a game, they just want to play, you know, a couple games of TDM with some friends, I feel like maybe you'll be able to agree with me. And then the people that are on the other spectrum that are sweating this game out 18 hours a day are going to say skill issue, you're just bad at the game. That is exactly one of my points that I want to make regarding the whole skill-based matchmaking thing. You are literally proving my point that you have a 2 to a high 3 KD, right? And I have barely a 1.0, right? There is no universe where I should be playing in the same lobby as you. There's just no universe. It shouldn't exist. I shouldn't be playing against 3.0 KDs, but for some reason, skill-based matchmaking is like, you know what? We're going to put you in the sweatiest lobbies known to mankind, right? And this goes into a whole nother video. I could make this a whole nother video, and I'm not going to get into the SBMM thing. If you're on the side where you believe that the shit doesn't exist, you're fucking delusional, okay? You are absolutely delusional. If you are somebody that believes that it could exist, congratulations, you're not a stupid Ed. The skill-based matchmaking was at full force in this beta. Absolutely. It didn't feel like, and a lot of people were comparing this too. I went back to Black Ops 6 the same day and played like 10 games of it. I still, even with all of my stats and everything on Black Ops 6, I was getting still less sweatier lobbies in Black Ops 6 than I was in Black Ops 7, right? And for a beta that shouldn't, in my opinion, even have SBMM, since it's considered a beta and it's not going to be open forever, it should just have normal matchmaking, you know, based off ping, your location, your console, your PC, whatever. It should be based off of that. And I was getting horrendous sweat lobbies in Black Ops 7, and that definitely did put a damper on the experience. So, like I said, I'm not going to get into the SBMM factor because it's just a whole video in itself. And if I did want to make a video about SBMM, I'd like to come with like receipts, and I want to pull up stuff that's like people have shown and like low-key proven that it exists. And it's just, I'm not getting into that. The second thing, that the biggest thing that I was seeing after playing this beta and then also going online to see what other people's experiences were, was they kept saying that it felt exactly like Black Ops 6. I don't think it feels exactly like Black Ops 6, and I think one of the biggest trip ups for me in this was they got rid of tac sprint. Now, I'm not like everybody else that was like, oh my god, it's so bad I can't tac sprint anymore. I didn't really care, because I come from the first Call of Duty I grinded out 100% by myself, and I got all the camos and stuff, was Black Ops 4. And the movement to this game, Black Ops 7 to Black Ops 4, is very similar in my opinion. You still can slide, you can still sprint, but you don't have that tac sprint option to where you can like run really fast with your weapon up. You're locked to this kind of one for all speed that everybody has. And I'm not against that in any way, but I think they shorten, whether you want to agree with me or not, I believe that they lowered the TTK time in this game from Black Ops 6. And I tested it briefly. I didn't get it on stream, but I tested it briefly after I had gotten tired of playing Black Ops 7. I went over to Black Ops 6, and while I was still able to kill people in 4 to 5-ish bullets, depending on the range, it's still somehow, I don't know how it doesn't make any sense in my head when I say it like this, but it felt slower, and it felt like you were able to get out of, you know, somebody shooting at you if you had the ability to move around. Like if you knew how to move your character, like you could get out of a gunfight and possibly fight back. Black Ops 7's TTK is so fast that you'll see in some of these clips that like it almost feels like you have to literally be looking at the person the moment they're on your screen. Like, I mean, like center reticle has to be on their player model, and you already have to be shooting at them for you to confirm the kill. And then the worst part about all of that is me explaining that is that there was so many moments where it's 100% because of the connection issue. I would do those steps. I would be shooting at them first. I would get the first 2 to 3 shots off, and they would somehow be able to turn around while I'm still shooting at them and then get the kill on me. And that boils down to Call of Duty's other worst nightmare is their fucking servers. The servers, I don't know what technology they're using, because I know it exists because I've played first-person shooters that are snappy and responsive and will actually give you the kill if you dump an entire mag into them. But whatever service provider that they're using just cannot keep up with their games. And there were so many times in the beta where I was shooting at somebody and I rightfully should have got the kill, and I just didn't because the game is like not communicating that the bullets are leaving my gun and going into that player model. And then if the other person that I was shooting at has like a few, like 3 or 4 milliseconds lower ping, that they're gonna get the kill just because my ping is higher, like slightly higher. And it's not an internet issue. I saw a lot of people fucking saying, oh, you just have dog shit internet. I pay a fuck ton for really good internet, okay? I have a hardwired internet to my computer. I get like 1400 fucking MB per second download speed, and then my upload speed is like almost in the 1K section as well. So it's not, that's not the issue here. That is definitely not the issue. I think that I think at its core, I feel like here's the thing about the connection thing. I feel like if Call of Duty sat down and really just kind of started nailing these little tiny issues that everyone complains about and has issues with, that it would start slowly doing the drip effect. It would start solving other issues, right? And you wouldn't have to go to each individual issue by itself. I believe that if they got the servers working properly, and like I said, this ties into the full circle. So if you got rid of SBMM, right? Instead of pairing people up in unranked matches and just started pairing people up on best connections, working with best connections, I feel like that would also eliminate the need to feel like you need to weapon tune because people may be killing you faster when it's really you guys are using the same weapon. And that's the whole moral of this too, is a lot of the times when I would die to another person after me shooting them first, 90% of the time we would be using the same exact weapon. So it's like, and like down to the attachments too. Like you'll use the same weapon, the same exact attachments, maybe the same perks, whatever. And you get the first 3 shots and they somehow like flick to you and kill you instead. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I feel like if you fix the server issues to where the game can register that I'm actually shooting them and I obviously get the kill first, it would eliminate the need to feel like, oh, his gun is more OP than mine, right? I just feel like it's little things. You start with one thing and it could fix the other thing. It's the butterfly effect, whatever you want to call it. The second thing or third thing, I don't know which number I'm on right now, but the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the audio issue. And I'm going to keep this one really short and sweet because it's a fucking issue in every single Call of Duty that comes out every single year. I have never heard worse audio in a Call of Duty in my entire life. Dating all the way back to Vanguard, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, I have never heard a game that has worse audio optimization or audio mix. I loaded in, and I remember the first game that I was playing, I was so overwhelmed by all of the noises that was happening in my ear. Even after I dialed back the dialogue volume, I turned it completely off. I literally would, I think the entire 4 hours I was playing this game, I can remember hearing a set of footsteps maybe 3 or 4 times, maybe. There are so many audio tracks going off at once when you're playing this game that it is so hard to distinguish if you're hearing footsteps or if you're hearing all of the futuristic tech that comes with this game. I mean, like literally everything. There's cluster grenades that make a ton of noise for like 3 to 4 seconds. There's the EMP shockwave things. There's the dialogue, if you have it on, where they're constantly talking about C-Link, A-Link, B-Link, all that shit going off in your ears. On top of all the gunfire, on top of the score streaks that are going off, there's like, you know, active camouflage things. There's UAVs. There's just so many noises that are being made in this game when you're playing in it, that it's so hard to even try to process the score streaks and stuff like that, that the footsteps get drowned out. And I tried the different audio mixes to see if maybe it would boost the footsteps and I could hear it a little bit more. But at least to me, right, I could not have an audio mix where I could hear footsteps clearly. Everything else was just boosted. I could hear everything else except people. And it was just insane. So that was like one of the biggest things, I think. And I mean, I didn't really touch on it in the stream or talk about it too deeply because I'm just so used to audio being terrible in Call of Duty anyways, that I was just kind of not really shocked that it sounded like that. I guess my overall take on it is that obviously I will not be buying this game. And there's also a lot of people too that in the beta, because I was trying to talk to people the best I could when they weren't being extremely toxic. I would try to ask people how they were feeling about the game, and then I was usually 99% of the time met with "shut your bitch ass up" or something stupid like that. Because you cannot, if anybody here is new to Call of Duty, you cannot have a fucking somewhat intelligent human conversation with another player on this game. You can ask them the most genuine question with no lick of anger in your voice, and they'll just immediately start cussing you out because they just turn their brain off and resort to fucking when they fucking play this game and they don't know how to fucking process humans. But I was asking people the best I could. I was like, how you guys feeling about this? I had a couple people say that they thought it felt great. They thought it was fun, right? And I'm not here to hate on you, right? If you think that Black Ops 7 is fun, play Black Ops 7. Like, no one here, at least me, I'm not telling you not to buy this game. And I think that's something that also irritates me, is that there's a lot of people that are trying to deter people from buying this game. If people want to buy this game, they're going to buy the game, right? And let them have fun with it, right? My problem is that I have an issue with it, right? I have issues with the game, and I think a lot of people do. And I think people are afraid to, I don't know. I don't think people are afraid to talk about it. I just don't think that I think that the narrative that they're trying to push is that if we don't buy Call of Duty this year, right? And we show Activision or the Treyarch, whatever company, right? That we don't like their game and no one's buying it, like maybe that will make them change the game. I don't think that's true. I'm being completely honest. They have made so much money over the years of being, Call of Duty, that they probably don't even make these games to make money from anymore. Like, they just make it because it works and it's extra money for them. But it's literally the last 6 years of Call of Duty has been proof that they don't need to, make the best Call of Duty of all time to make money. It's a yearly. COD is almost kind of, in my opinion, turned into a yearly subscription. Everybody buys it every year. They do whatever they want in the game. Whether you grind for camos, you play it casually, you play with friends, you buy it to level up the weapons to use in Warzone. Everybody has their own purpose for buying the game, right? And they see that they're making money regardless, so there's no point in them making changes to the game that is issues with players, because they see stat-wise that they are still making a fuck ton of money. So I don't think that Call of Duty is in a position where if this game does flop that they'll immediately go out of business. But I do think with other games coming out and other games listening better than, Activision is, that it is going to put a huge hurt on their player count. I think regardless, I said this on stream as well, I think regardless of whatever game Call of Duty puts out, there will always be a very high percentage of players that will play Call of Duty. And they'll play Call of Duty because it's Call of Duty, right? And I mean, whether that breaks down to the people that sweat their dick off in this game or the people that play it casually with their friends, I think there's always going to be a crowd of people that will buy this game every year and load into it with some friends, load it up to sweat in it, get clips, whatever their case may be. There are definitely players that will always play this game. And then there's the people that, like me, I will be skipping this Call of Duty this year. Let me say this too. The only way that I'll get Black Ops 7, I'm saying that's the wrong way. This is the first Call of Duty in the last 6 years that I will not have buy it. I won't buy it on the day of launch. I won't buy it and I won't play it on the day of launch because I will wait until, if I am going to get it at all, I will wait to see if everybody's issues that they had in the beta or with the game in general, if it fixes itself over a month or two. And I don't think that's the case because Call of Duty is not known for fixing issues that are issues with the masses of crowds that play this game. But like I said, that's always subject to change. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because it's not, I don't want this to be a, I'm not buying Call of Duty and you shouldn't either. This game is dog shit. The franchise is going to shit, right? This is me just expressing how I felt playing the beta. And let me know how you guys felt too in the comments. If you guys were playing it and you thought it was really fun, you know, say that you had fun. I to each their own. I wish that I could have fun, right? And I know this is such a cliche thing to say, but all of these clips that I'm seeing people play in the beta and the videos and stuff, I was not in those lobbies. I did not have those lobbies. So I congratulate you, and I'm very happy that you were actually able to do anything in this beta. But for the 4.5 hours that I was playing it, I was getting my shit stomped on. I could not get a lobby where almost every person that I shot at in the 4 hours of this game were always instantly shooting back at me or somehow already looking at me and were almost killing me, right? And like I said, that could have been chalked up to be, it was the first day, it was technically closed beta, so all of the people that are hardcore COD fans were the only ones on. But again, like I said, at the time of recording this, I haven't tried it one more time. And that's another thing too, before I close out, I wanted to say, I gave this game a ton of chances, bro. And you can ask Kenzie too, because like the first day that it was out, I closed and opened that game like 18 different times. I would have a really bad game, and then I would be like, dude, fuck this. Like, I'm over COD, right? And then like a few hours would pass by, I'd load it back up. I was like, I'm gonna give it another chance. I'm gonna give it another chance. I'm gonna give it another chance. Maybe I need to learn something. Maybe I need to learn the spawns. Maybe I need to learn how the maps work, or maybe I need to learn what the best guns are, or whatever. And I gave it a ton of chances, and no matter what approach I took to it, it always played the same. It would always play the same. I'd have people fucking cussing me out, saying that I'm dog shit, I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard, and then I would always respond with, yeah, I know I'm dog shit, I know I can see I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard, but why am I in your lobby? You went 40 and 17, brother. Why am I in your lobby? I'm over here fucking 12 and 32, right? Because I was just getting stomped on, dude. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed the beta. If you are enjoying the beta, you know, leave a like on this video, whatever. The whole moral of this video that I wanted to make is that I will probably be skipping COD this year. If I don't end up buying it, I'll probably watch people play it, you know? Anyways, sorry, my camera overheated because I was shooting at 4K 60, and Sony does not like that. Oh, I don't really know what I was talking about. Oh, the Warzone Blackout thing. I don't know what they're doing with the Warzone Blackout thing. I read somewhere that it's not going to be integrated to Warzone. If it is, Warzone's changing to Blackout 2.0 or something like that. I don't know. Regardless, it doesn't come out at launch of Black Ops 7. And it doesn't come out for a very long time after the launch of Black Ops 7. So anyways, all I'm trying to say is give me your guys' thoughts in the comments below. What you think of Black Ops 7. If you like it, I'm happy for you. If you don't like it, let me know what you had problems with in the game. And I will see you guys in the next stream/video. Don't forget to subscribe, please. I'm begging. I'm almost at 250. Also, don't forget to follow the Twitch if you guys want to watch me do stuff like this live and suffer and wither away. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.